Hey love, what is up? Thanks for joining me today. My name is Lauren, if you didn't know, and today we are going over a bunch of new to me makeup. Some of this stuff is old. I'm just now getting around to like purchasing it and trying it, and some of this stuff I have tried already on camera. I'll link those videos in the cards up above when I mention it. But yes, I'm trying a bunch of new to me makeup. So we have the Armani eye tints, as well as this Ulta exclusive Gloss Bomb color, Mango Margz. I have the Dior Soft Filter blush here in Hibiscus. The Danessa Myricks Colorfix Stix. This is Duo 7. And then I also have the Danessa Myricks Dew Wet Balm in Sweetwater. I mean, this really ain't new. I told you guys I was gonna dog this. But yeah, the Chanel Les Four Ombres Boutons Couture palette. So if you're interested in any of that, just keep on watching. But before we get too deep into it, let's just go over some product info first. So the first product we're gonna go over is the Armani Beauty Eye Tint Long Lasting Liquid Eyeshadow. This retails for $39 and I got mine in the shade 25M Sandalwood, a brick beige. It says it's a long-lasting, crease-proof liquid eyeshadow in multiple finishes with up to 16 hours of buildable color and a lightweight feel. This liquid eyeshadow features pure color pigments and a water-infused formula for buildable, high-impact color that glides on smoothly and blends easily. The multi-purpose applicator allows for a variety of bold eyeshadow, eyeliner, and smoky eye looks. No primer required. For a natural makeup look, apply one layer of any liquid eyeshadow shade to the lids using the applicator or your fingers for a soft wash of color. For more intense color payoff and bolder eye makeup looks, blend and layer multiple shades and finishes. Add depth by applying deeper shades to the outer corner of the eye or the crease. Add additional dimension by using light reflective shades on the inner corner of the eye or on the brow bone. The next product is the Dior Forever Blush Soft Filter, and this is in the shade Hibiscus. I did do a video on this. I'll link it in the cards up above here, but just to quickly go over this product, this retails for $49. Dior Forever Blush Soft Filter is Dior's first liquid blush with whipped airy texture for a natural cloudy flush. Its buildable formula delivers an instant soft focus filter blurring effect. The next product is the Danessa Myricks Beauty Dew Wet Hydrating and Highlighting Balm. This retails for $26 and she has several shades, but the shade I have, which is Sweetwater, is available exclusively on her website. It says a highlighting, hydrating face and body balm that creates a naturally dewy sheen. It says this lightweight translucent balm delivers an instant glass skin effect that makes your skin look extra dewy and hydrated. The subtle glow can be worn with or without makeup. This balm is designed to melt into skin without stickiness to provide a healthy looking glow. So the next product is the Danessa Myricks Beauty Colorfix Stix Multi-Use Pearl Pigment Stick for eyes, cheeks, and lips. I already did a video on these. I'll link it in the cards up above. I'm showing like 3 different shades in that video. But this is basically, this duo in particular, this is Duo 7's redemption arc, if you want to call it that. This one did me so dirty in the first video, so I suggest you watch that if you want to know what's going on. But yes, these retail for $38 and this is Duo 7, which is Magic Hour and Aurora Radiance. And it's what's on my eyes today. I'm just gonna go over this really quickly. It says there's a multi-use pearl pigment stick with a refreshing water burst featuring a magnetic mix and match freedom system. And last but not least, does this product really need an introduction? Probably not. But this is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer. These retail for $22. And this color, Mango Margz, was an Ulta exclusive. So the only place you could find this was in Ulta. I'm not sure if it's still available, to be honest. I bought this months ago. But yes, this is the ultimate gotta have it lip gloss with explosive shine that feels good as it looks. I'm also featuring the Chanel limited edition Boutons Couture palette in here. I did a video on this. I'll link it in the cards up above as well. But at this point, you're probably gonna have to go out into the wild and find it in person, because most online retailers, this one's particular, this is the brown one, sold out. That's what it looks like. So I'm not gonna go over this really at all because you can't really find it right now. But I believe that's everything new-ish and new that I'm going over in this video. So what's completely new to me, like I've never tried before, is definitely the Dew Balm and the Armani eye tint. That's like super new. But let's get into my demo of these products and I'll wrap up my final thoughts at the end. The Armani eye tint in the shade 25M Sandalwood, which they describe as a brick beige, pulls like a mauvey pink on my complexion, and honestly it's the only thing I'm not feeling about this product. I am a yellow golden undertone, by the way. I wish it was a true tan slash khaki, and I wasn't trying to get a shade too similar to the sienna shade I have from Makeup by Mario, but in hindsight maybe I should have. Despite the shade not being tan how I expected, this still ended up working out because the eye look I'm doing leans pink. I am applying this to my bare lid to see how well it works as both a primer and a shadow, and it did well. It muted out all the discoloration and it dried down nicely, not too fast. I felt like I still had time to work with it. If you want to know the difference between the Armani eye tint and the Makeup by Mario liquid eyeshadow, it's mainly the consistency and price. The Armani has a creamier consistency and the Makeup by Mario is a more thinner liquidy consistency. Is liquidy a word? No, but I'm saying it anyways. Makeup by Mario is also cheaper, coming in at $25, while the Armani eye tint is $39, but I will say I do prefer Armani's packaging better. I hate the tube of the Makeup by Mario because you can't stand it up on a table, and I don't know. I just like the practicality of me being able to sit something on a table and not worrying about it rolling away anywhere. Now on to Danessa Myricks eyeshadow stick in duo number 7. I first go in with the metallic side in Magic Hour. This shade works fine. It's not the one that was giving me problems and falling apart. That was the foil shade, Aurora Radiance. And now for the moment of truth. This one isn't falling apart, so yay to that. I'm applying this foil using light tapping motions. Trust me, I had laser eye surgery and I'm nothing less than protective and gentle to my eyes after that costly investment. But I still stand by what I said in my original video, and this duo's foils being a little bit more chunky and having the tendency or risk to look thick and scaly on the eyes, which is not flattering. Also, you can't layer the shade. This is something that's listed as something you can do with this product in the product's description, but I definitely wouldn't recommend it, not with Duo 7 anyway. Once it dries down and you apply some more on top, it guarantees it'll look like a thick and scaly mess on the eyes. I finished off this eye look using my Chanel palette. I mixed the 2 deeper brown shades and applied that lightly to the outer corner to smooth everything out and the lower lash line to finish the eye look. And just to be sure the first eye wasn't a fluke, I'm including me applying the foil Aurora Radiance on my second eye in this video as well, and she's still not crumbling. I did go against what I just told y'all not to do and applied a little bit more to the first eye I did, just to try to get them to be as even as possible, and voila! You can see the additional foil added made the first eye look a little bit more chunky and scaly. Yeah, don't apply a lot of this foil or layer it. I don't recommend you do that. Not with Duo 7 anyway. I did not powder my cheeks, so we're gonna see how this goes. A little too high up. Here's a quick finger swatch of it. It's really glassy. Something tells me I'm not gonna like this on my face because it feels really sticky. Yeah. This is going to have to be a highlighter. Like, I don't have a choice. It feels really greasy, like hair grease. Okay, we're gonna use this with the hibiscus blush. I'm going to try to apply the lightest amount of this. Every time I use this blush, I get nervous because like, it's a lot. She's a lot. She's intense. But I'm just gonna evenly disperse it on the back of my hand here and get to work fast because this shit dries down fast. That was like a light tap and then I rubbed off my brush. It's like, so we're already in clown territory. Great. This blush is so freaking intense. Just gonna lightly go over it with the brush I used for my foundation earlier, just to tone it down a little bit because it's a lot. This look is more pink than I was anticipating. I wanted it to be like more sunset orange vibes, but Not entirely sure how I want to go about putting this on. I guess I could just use my finger, right? Yeah, I'm not crazy about the finger application because no matter how much I blend, you're gonna still see fingerprints, which is why this is like my least favorite way of application. I don't know, that blended out pretty smooth. It's not as glassy as I would like. Let's just do the other side. I did see it lift up my makeup a little bit on this side, so that's not good. It's not really emphasizing any texture though, so I'll give it that. But I think that has everything to do with the blush I put down first, because the Dior blush is very mattifying. I'm not sure if I want to pair this with a lip liner or not. I'm just going to swatch it first without one, and if I feel like I need one, I'll apply one after the fact. But this is Mango Marg. That's what that looks like. I think I'm gonna go without a lip liner today. I'm gonna apply my lashes and all that and be right back. So let's go over the products I'm most familiar with first. I have used this since I've gotten them, and I have several shades. I went with this one because this finish is matte. Because it dries down so matte, it definitely does blur and diffuse the cheeks. It lessens any emphasis of texture or pores that you got going on your face. So I decided to pair it with this because I knew a gloss type product will emphasize texture. So just pairing it with something super matte with something super dewy is a good combo if you're worried about, you know, your texture showing on your face or it being emphasized too much. Go with a matte product first, or something that's going to be very matte and blurring to the face. I'm a dry skin girly and I enjoy this formula despite it being so matte. I don't find it to make my skin look dehydrated or super dry, and it lasts all day. I have no real complaints with this product. Love this product down. I'm gonna keep using it, and I actually appreciate, you know, the wide shade ranges that Dior came out with this. Unlike their glowy blush sticks, I'll link that video up in the card up above. I felt like the color selection was ass in comparison to this. Like, they damn near hit every color that you could think of on the spectrum that would appease a wide, and I do mean wide, array of skin tones. So definitely love this product. The Fenty Gloss Balm. Every time I use this product, I always am reminded of how good this formula is. Like, it's immediately nourishing, hydrating. There is sparkle in this. It's not too aggressive. You don't feel a thing. It feels nourishing, moisturizing. I wear this for hours and forget about it. Like, I don't have to reapply it for a while. 10 out of 10, always recommend this product. The Chanel Buttons Couture palette. I mean, I said this was going to live on my vanity. It seems like every time I do an eye look, I somehow find myself reaching for this eyeshadow palette. It's just got the perfect shades of brown in it. I will say this shade up here in particular, I use probably the most out of all of them. She's a neutral staple in this household at this point. Like, she's not leaving the vanity. I can't imagine life without her. Like, that's how deep this has gotten. Is that dramatic? Maybe, but that's just how I feel about this. And the Danessa Myricks Colorfix Stix. I did a video on this already. I'll link it in the cards up above if you missed it. But yes, I purchased 3 of these duos, and this duo in particular, Duo 7, decided to disintegrate on me while I was using it. Mind you, I wasn't using heavy pressure. I tend not to use heavy pressure at all on my eyelids, mainly because I had laser eye surgery, and I have been very gentle and delicate with my eyes and that hefty investment ever since. But yeah, I don't apply a lot of pressure. I'm not like aggressively rubbing this on my eyes. I'm actually super gentle, super light-handed with it, and this was falling apart on me. Today it did not do that, and I was you know, applying about the same amount of pressure I was the other day. The metallic side didn't give me any problems. It was the foil side that was like literally just crumbling into pieces. Now, when I did my exchange, I went to Sephora. The woman inside who was helping me said that like I wasn't the only one to complain about these crumbling. So I still stand by what I said in my first video, which is wait for a sale for these. I still stand by what I said too about Duo 7, in that it does have the most chunkiest looking glitter for its foil side. It can look thick and scaly. Like right here, you can see on this eyelid in particular, it looks very thick and chunky. And because it's so tedious sometimes to work with just to get like a nice even application of this, again, buy it on sale. I don't think these are worth paying full price for. Sometimes they can look patchy. Sometimes the foil side can look very like thick and chunky and not like nice and delicate and smooth. Like when I'm looking for glitter, I'm looking for something ethereal, dancing on the eyes with a high shine and sparkle impact. These definitely give that, but like I don't want it to look like heavy and thick glitter on the eyelids. When I layered it on top of itself on this side, like it got chunkier. So yeah, definitely don't like apply 2 layers of this product. It's not gonna look good. This eye looks perfect, but this eye looks a little questionable. And that's just me just trying to get my eyes as even as possible. Like I'm not really intentionally trying to sabotage this product, I promise you, but I do think it is a buy don't sell thing, because between the formula issues, the fact that I had to exchange this just to get it to like not fall apart on me, some of the packaging issues, some people in my comments did mention they also had problems twisting theirs up, like it got stuck, like my other duo gets stuck, and then it's a little hard to work with, and a lot of the shades are redundant. Yeah, I would say buy it on sale. Personally, that's just me. I'm trying to save y'all some money. So let's get into the 2 new things that I have never tried and are new to me in this video. So this Armani liquid eye tint, I went with the shade 25M, which I believe is sandalwood, and it says it's beige, but on my complexion it pulls like a pinky mauve color. I was hoping it would be more tan. I don't know, maybe I have to get a different shade. I like it. It dries down pretty fast. It went on nice and smooth. It didn't like do anything weird. It seems to be holding up well as an eyeshadow base and primer, so I like it. Only time will tell how much I'll like it more. I do wish this was like actually like a true tan color on my skin tone. It pulls like more like a mauvey pink. That's probably my only complaint right now. I might have to check out different shades. If anybody has any suggestions for a medium deep complexion girly like myself, drop them down in the comments below. But yeah, I was hoping this would be like more tan. I'm still on the fence about getting the shimmer versions. If anybody has one that they like, feel free to share it. But yeah, I'm indecisive about those shades. When I was swatching them in the store, it just looked like a glittery chunky mess, and it just was messy, and I just didn't feel like dealing with this, so I just left those right on the shelf where they're at. But I may pick up more of like, you know, this matte version, because I do kind of like this. I do like this. And the Danessa Myricks Dew Balm. I do like this glow. It has toned down a little bit since I've been sitting here. I've been sitting here for about an hour now at this point, and yeah, I kind of wish I got clear, but I don't know. The coral shade was calling me. I was hoping it would be more like a blush topper, like I could like apply this more like over my whole cheeks, but it's truly just like, you know, a highlighting balm. Just use it solely for highlight. You can use this on the face and body. It didn't fully dry down. Like I still feel a little bit of like tack when I touch my cheek just now. I'm impressed. I'm more impressed at the fact that, like, you know, my cheek's not getting stuck to my hair at this rate, so it's impressing me with that, because when I touched this, it just felt like a thick greasy mess. The viscosity, is that what I'm thinking of it? Like, it's just a little too thick for my liking, but it's pretty. It gives me that nice glass skin glow. This is okay. I don't know why I always wanted to try this. It was one of the products that I saw. I was like, oh, that looks interesting. And it's one of the few products that looks like, you know, dry skin girl friendly from Miss Myricks, because a lot of her products are super focused on being matte. She comes out with a lot of those. And as a dry skin girly, a lot of her products don't work for me. They're not meant for me, and that's okay. But this was one of the few products I always looked at and was like, oh, I kind of like that. And I like glossy cheeks. Like I will be known to like rock like a dewy wet cheek like this from time to time, so this product was right up my alley. Like I like those Haus Labs glossy balm stick things. I did a video on it. I'll link that in the cards up above as well. So like I like products like this. I'm not scared of products like this. My face doesn't seem to be getting, I mean my hair is getting stuck to my mouth, but yeah, my hair still got a little stuck to my mouth, but yeah, my hair isn't getting stuck to this, so impressive. Despite, you know, the texture and consistency of this, I thought my hair was going to get stuck on this whole video, and I was like, I'm going to regret wearing my hair down today. But I'm not. Nothing aggressive. Like I like when I think of hair getting stuck to my face, I think like stuck like this, like a large clump of it just like sitting on your face. But the fact that that's not really happening with this product, that's a good product. I like this. It's giving me like that nice dewy glass skin glow. I plan to wear my makeup for the rest of the day, so I'll leave a comment down below to tell you how this wore throughout the day. But yeah, I like this. No complaints so far. Checking it out. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Here I am about 4-ish hours later. Lip gloss is gone, but that's expected as I've been eating and drinking throughout the day. But yeah, this makeup held up well. No complaints.